This video is for the questions for Golden Opportunities. We have questions 20 through 24 that are just about the article Golden Opportunities. I'm not going to go through and evaluate and think through all the questions as I would if I were taking the test, because that would take a lot of time for both me and you. So I'm just going to give you the answer and give you a very brief description as to why it's right. If even after that you're confused about the right answer, I would suggest making some kind of mark by it, like a star or a question mark, to indicate to you that this is one that you need further explanation. You can come to me or Ms. Group to talk about it further. So, number 20. The reader can conclude that Belinda Mulroney's first restaurant, the answer is H, was a successful business. That whole section was about how people made money through different money-making ventures, and she opened a restaurant, and she was a success story of somebody who did well during the gold rush. So it was successful. Number 21, which phrase from paragraph 6 helps the reader understand the meaning in paragraph 7? So this is an interesting type of question that we really haven't talked about yet, so this is definitely an indicator to myself and Ms. Schumann that we need to go over questions like this. It's not asking you what the word grueling means, it's asking you what words around it helped you understand the meaning. So the answer was C, burdened with more than 1,000 pounds of provisions. So grueling means like difficult and really hard. So you would know that because you get this visual of people that are burdened with all these pounds that they have to carry around. Number 22. The author wrote this selection too, so this is an author's purpose question, and the reason why the author wrote it was to explain different ways people profited from the gold rush. And just by looking at the headers, Money Making Venture 1, 2, and 3, these were all different ways that people profited from the gold rush. Number 23. Which sentence supports the idea that goods were in demand during the Klondike Gold Rush? So this was a part of how people made money. They sold goods to people along the way. So one sentence from the passage that helped us understand that was when we were describing Belinda Mulroney. When she reached Dawson, the closest town to Goldfields, she sold these items for $7 she purchased them for. So the fact that she was able to make such a great profit tells you that goods were in great demand. Number 24, the map is included in the selection most likely to. The answer is G, illustrate why Seattle became an important port during the Yukon Gold Rush. A big part about understanding this one is the placement of the map in the selection. It came right after the paragraph describing where Seattle was and why it was important. And then looking at the map, the routes that led to Seattle, and showing that this is where people ended up when they came to the U.S. And those were the four, just the article. So if there were some of those that confused you, again, make your notes there to say this one was really confusing. I don't understand why I got this one wrong. And then you can come and discuss them. The next video will be about